What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to World of Tanks. Today I am back with yet another video from the patch 9.20 super test server. From the 9.20 test server. I am not that important to be on the super test server, but back with yet another video talking about interesting reworks, because yesterday I released my first very interesting rework episode in the patch 9.20, and a lot of you guys wanted to see some more tanks in a little bit deeper detail in some gameplay action as well. So today, once again, I have 3 really interesting reworks to show, and this time I am going to focus on Soviet Russia USSR vehicles, T-54 first prototype, T-44 and ISU-152. GoodBye BL-10 on the ISU, and some other things as well with that tank. But let's start with the T-54 first prototype. That, in my opinion, already was one really awesome tier 8 premium medium tank. It had good hull armor, it had okay turret armor, already okay-ish turret armor, and it wasn't penetrated that easily. Turret ring was around 185mm thick, the frontal gun mantle area in the middle exactly was around 180 to 185mm thick, but they decided to buff it even more. As we can see from this picture, T-44, T-44-100 and the T-54 first prototype tier turrets were buffed in the exact same way. Side cheeks 338mm thick effective armor. I'm talking about effective armor value over here when we're looking this tank straight on, like on this picture, and gun mantle area from 190 to 200mm thick. So turret was buffed just a little bit, because as I said, gun mantle area was already around 180mm thick, as you were able to see from the 3D model as well. But on the top of that, this tank received a lot of different buffs. For example, decreased dispersion during movement of the T-54 first prototype suspension by 9%. So this tank is 9% more accurate while it is moving. And they also decreased dispersion on hull traverse by 9% and on turret traverse by 25%. So this tank is more accurate while it is turning its hull, while it is turning its turret, and while it is moving. But I am not done yet talking about improved gun handling. They also changed the aiming time of the 100mm T10 TK gun from 2.4 seconds to 2.2 seconds. So 0.2 seconds better aiming time. 2.2 second aiming time is really good, and as we all know, you can buff it even more, so it is going to be around 2 seconds on this vehicle. And on the top of that, gun depression angle was changed from -6 degrees to -7 degrees. So gun depression is also 1 degree better, -1 degree better. I believe we can say pretty damn mad new gun handling. Better accuracy while it is moving, while it is turning its turret, while it is turning its hull. Faster aiming time, better gun depression, and on the top of that, better penetration. Buffed from 183 to 190 with standard AP rounds, and with premium APCR rounds, buffed from 235mm to 247. And I am not done. Changed the view range of the T-54 first prototype's turret from 360 to 380. So it is going to be able to see further as well from now on. What else? I already talked about new improved turret that was buffed a little bit, and finally changed the ammo rack capacity from 34 to 56 rounds. From 34 to 56 rounds. This buff is massive, guys. How can you suddenly add 22 extra rounds into this tank? Oh man, so many good things happening to the T-54 first prototype. This is going to be one of the best tier 8 premium medium tanks in this game after patch 9.20. Yes, it is a really interesting tank after patch 9.20, and I most definitely can suggest you to get this one. With these kind of stats. It already has decent hull armor, decent penetration now, and of course press the 2 key to penetrate almost every single thing you are able to see quite easily. Better accuracy while you're moving, better view range, better aiming time. What is not to like? Let's move on into the next tank, which is yet another tier 8 medium tank from Soviet Russia, but this time standard tier 8 medium tank T-44. And when I first talked about T-44 or changes to the T-44, a lot of you guys were super happy because finally this tank is going to receive some love. Even the stock version of this tank is going to receive some love because its stock suspension is going to be more accurate from now on. Decrease dispersion during movement, during hull traverse with the D44 suspension by 9%. And the upgraded D44M suspension is also going to be better, more accurate during movement and during hull traverse by 10%. Finally, 122mm gun is going to receive some love that you are seeing on the background at the moment. Changed the dispersion of the 122mm D2544 gun from 0.43 to 0.42. Yes, that is not a lot, but it is something. Changed the reload time of the 122mm gun from 19.2 seconds, guys, to 15.2 seconds. I actually believe that this is the biggest reload time buff that I have ever seen. They shaved off 4 seconds from the reload time of this 122mm gun. 4 seconds. Crazy. They also changed the aiming time of the 122mm gun from 3.4 seconds to 3.2 seconds. Yes, I understand that this gun option might not be the best gun option for the T-44 because they buffed LB1 gun a lot as well. That top 100mm gun. More about that in a moment. But it is always awesome to see those 300 or 400 plus alpha damage hits because this tank has 100, or this gun has 175mm of penetration and 390 alpha damage. We do not have that many medium tanks, tier 8 medium tanks with 390 alpha damage. I can only think about few. After thinking like 5 seconds, we have Reworks, we have Chinese premium medium tank, we have this tank, we have maybe something else. I believe we have something else, but I can't think about anything else at the moment. But as I said, this gun most likely is not the best option for T-44, is not the most reliable option, the best DPM option for T-44, but it is fun. It is fun to get those awesome shots every once in a while. But now moving on into the next clip with T-44, where I used 100mm LB1 gun. They decreased dispersion on turret traverse of the 100mm LB1 gun by 14%. So even better soft accuracy stats, which is thumbs up from me. They also buffed this gun's DPM because of the reload time buff, or nerf, from 8.1 seconds to 7.5 seconds, so faster reload time. And on the top of that, they changed the aiming time from 2.3 seconds to 2.1 seconds, so this tank aims as fast as the T-54 first prototype. Sorry, T-44 actually aims a little bit better, and all the rest of the gun stats, soft stats, are a little bit better as well compared to the T-54 first prototype. And this is how premium tanks should be. They are almost the same but a little bit worse because they make a lot more experience and a lot more credits. So T-44 with 100mm LB1 gun compared to the T-54 first prototype is a little bit better in almost every single stat. It has better DPM, it has better rate of fire thanks to that, it has better aiming time, better accuracy, better gun handling stats while it is moving, better gun elevation, exactly the same gun depression, it is faster moving forward, moving backwards, it has better engine power, better power to weight ratio, better soft stats and all that. T-44 is better tank than T-54 first prototype. The only thing the T-54 is winning at is that turret armor, is that frontal hull armor and side armor as well. But all the rest of the things are better on T-44, and this is how premium tanks should be in my opinion. A little bit worse regular tanks with something extra on it. D54 has extra hull armor and turret armor. But new buffed D44 with 2 different guns, yes, I like it, please bring it on. Let's move on into our final tank today, which is ISU-152. And we have to say goodbye to the BL-10 gun on ISU-152, because this tank is going to receive new gun with some other changes to it. So what they did to the much loved Tier 8 Troll TD ISU-152? They removed the 152mm BL-10 gun. Yes, goodbye BL-10 gun with ISU-152. But guys, you do not have to worry too much, because they added the 152mm D4S gun for the ISU-152 and also for the Object 704, but Object 704 is going to keep its BL-10 gun as well. That D4S for Object 704 is going to be one gun before BL-10 gun. But everything for ISU-152, everything is exactly the same. Gun handling is exactly the same. Accuracy, aiming time, gun depression, all the soft stats, moving accuracy, hull traverse accuracy, everything is exactly the same with D4S gun besides the penetration. From 286mm of penetration to 260. So this D4S gun has 26 less penetration. So once again I repeat, ISU-152 with D4S gun, everything is exactly the same, all the gun handling is exactly the same, besides the penetration. It has 26 less penetration, 260mm. Keep that in mind. But what else they did to the ISU? They changed vehicle durability from 1210 hit points to 1200 hit points. So they took away 10 hit points. Why? Do not ask me, but I didn't need those 10 HPs anyway, so take it and go. They also changed the research cost of the BL-9S gun from 44,000 to 24,000 experience, and changed the vehicle research cost of the Object 704 from 176,500 experience to 192,500 experience. Okay, now I am done with ISU and with yet another episode talking about interesting reworks. D54 first prototype, D44 and ISU-152 in today's episode. Let me know what you think about all those upcoming changes to those vehicles covered in this episode, and let me know if you would like to see more stuff like this in the future. If you have any special requests, please let me know. If you would like to hear my opinion about different things, for example, different reworks, for example. So please do that. I am done, take care and bye.